Significance of Matrikaraka in various houses, focusing on connection with Motherland. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart significantly influences a person's connection to their homeland, roots, and sense of belonging to their place of origin. This connection extends to cultural heritage, ancestral ties, and emotional attachment to one's homeland. Let's explore how Matrikaraka operates in various houses with a focus on connection with Motherland. Matrikaraka in the first house. When Matrikaraka is placed in the first house, the native's connection to their motherland is closely tied to their identity. The individual feels a deep personal bond with their place of origin, and their sense of self may be strongly influenced by the culture and traditions of their homeland. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests a positive sense of belonging, whereas an afflicted placement may result in a conflicted or distant relationship with their homeland. Matrikaraka in the second house. Matrikaraka in the second house connects the native's attachment to their motherland with family, resources, and traditions. The native feels emotionally and materially tied to their homeland through their family's heritage and the preservation of cultural values. A strong Matrikaraka in this house indicates a deep respect for ancestral roots and an emotional attachment to family traditions. If afflicted, the native may struggle to feel connected to their cultural heritage or may experience difficulties maintaining family ties related to their homeland. Matrikaraka in the third house. In the third house, Matrikaraka influences the connection to one's motherland through communication, education, and local community ties. The native may feel strongly connected to their immediate environment, such as their local community or neighbors, and may actively engage in preserving local customs or traditions. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native plays an active role in maintaining connections to their homeland. If afflicted, the native may feel disconnected from their local surroundings or struggle to communicate their sense of belonging. Matrikaraka in the fourth house. The fourth house is the natural house of homeland and roots, making Matrikaraka here strongly tied to the native's emotional connection with their place of origin. The native likely feels a deep, emotional attachment to their home and homeland, often drawing emotional security from this connection. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house indicates a strong sense of belonging and emotional peace through ties to one's country or birthplace. If afflicted, the native may struggle to feel settled or may experience emotional conflict related to their homeland or family property. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, Matrikaraka ties the connection to one's homeland through creativity, education, and children. The native may feel connected to their motherland through cultural or creative activities, such as arts or education. They may also pass on traditions to future generations, nurturing a sense of heritage in their children. A well-placed Matrikaraka here suggests that the native takes pride in their homeland's cultural legacy. If afflicted, the native may feel distance from cultural activities or struggle to pass on traditions to the next generation. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house connects the native's bond with their homeland through service, work, and health. The native may feel a sense of duty to serve their homeland, possibly through work that benefits their community or country. A strong Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native feels fulfilled by contributing to the well-being of their homeland. If afflicted, the native may feel disconnected from their homeland due to work-related challenges or health issues, leading to difficulties in maintaining a strong connection with their place of origin. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, Matrikaraka influences the connection to the homeland through partnerships and relationships. The native's relationship with their homeland may be tied to their personal relationships, particularly through marriage or business partnerships. A well-placed Matrikaraka suggests that the native maintains a strong connection to their homeland through their spouse or close partners. If afflicted, the native may experience conflicts in their relationships that impact their sense of belonging to their homeland, or they may feel distant from their roots due to partnership issues. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the eighth house ties the connection to one's homeland to themes of inheritance, shared resources, and emotional depth. The native may feel connected to their homeland through ancestral property or emotional ties that run deep within their family's history. A well-placed Matrikaraka here suggests that the native values their homeland's legacy and heritage, possibly inheriting property or traditions that keep them connected. If afflicted, the native may face emotional challenges or conflicts over shared resources related to their homeland, leading to a strained connection. Matrikaraka in the 9th house. In the 9th house, Matrikaraka connects the native's bond to their homeland through spirituality, higher education, and long-distance travel. The native may feel connected to their homeland through spiritual practices, philosophical beliefs, or travels that reinforce their sense of identity and heritage. A strong Matrikaraka here suggests that the native's connection to their homeland is enriched by a deep understanding of its cultural or spiritual significance. If afflicted, the native may feel emotionally distant from their homeland due to philosophical differences or a lack of spiritual connection. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house influences the native's connection to their homeland through career, public life, and reputation. The native may feel emotionally connected to their homeland by contributing to society through their career or public service. A well-placed Matrikaraka suggests that the native's career may involve serving their country or representing their homeland in a public capacity. If afflicted, the native may struggle to balance their career ambitions with their emotional attachment to their homeland, leading to feelings of detachment or dissatisfaction. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, Matrikaraka ties the connection to one's homeland through social networks, community involvement, and long-term aspirations. The native may feel emotionally connected to their homeland by engaging in social causes, community groups, or friendships that strengthen their sense of belonging. A strong Matrikaraka in this house indicates that the native's social and community involvement plays a key role in maintaining their connection to their homeland. If afflicted, the native may feel isolated from their social networks or struggle to achieve their aspirations within their homeland. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house connects the native's bond to their homeland through themes of solitude, spiritual retreat, and foreign lands. The native may feel emotionally connected to their homeland through periods of introspection or spiritual reflection. A well-placed Matrikaraka here suggests that the native finds peace in their homeland through solitude or spiritual practices. However, if afflicted, the native may feel disconnected from their homeland, perhaps experiencing emotional isolation or longing for connection while living abroad or in a foreign environment. The placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart highlights the native's connection to their homeland, roots, and cultural heritage, influencing their sense of belonging through family, community, career, or spirituality. Significance of Matrikaraka in various houses, focusing on emotional well-being. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart deeply influences a person's emotional well-being. It reflects how the native's emotional foundation is shaped by maternal influence and how stable or vulnerable they are when dealing with life's emotional challenges. Let's explore how Matrikaraka operates in various houses, focusing specifically on emotional well-being. Matrikaraka in the 1st house. When Matrikaraka is in the 1st house, emotional well-being is closely tied to the native's sense of self and identity. The person draws emotional strength from their own inner resources and is likely to have a strong emotional foundation. A well-placed Matrikaraka indicates a confident and emotionally balanced individual, while an afflicted placement may lead to emotional insecurity or difficulties in establishing self-worth, making it harder for the native to cope with emotional challenges. Matrikaraka in the 2nd house. Matrikaraka in the 2nd house links emotional well-being to family, finances, and material possessions. The native finds emotional security through stable family relationships and financial well-being. A strong Matrikaraka in this house brings a sense of emotional stability rooted in family traditions and material comfort. If afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional insecurity related to family disputes or financial instability, making them feel emotionally vulnerable. Matrikaraka in the third house. In the third house, emotional well-being is connected to communication, learning, and relationships with siblings. The native may feel emotionally balanced when they are able to express themselves clearly and maintain harmonious relationships with those close to them. A strong Matrikaraka in this house enables the native to find emotional satisfaction in intellectual pursuits and communication. If afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional instability due to conflicts with siblings or difficulties in expressing their feelings effectively. Matrikaraka in the fourth house. The fourth house is the natural house of emotional security, making Matrikaraka in this position highly significant for emotional well-being. The native's emotional foundation is deeply tied to their home environment and relationship with the mother. A well-placed Matrikaraka here ensures a stable and nurturing emotional life, where the native feels secure and emotionally grounded. If afflicted, however, the native may experience emotional turbulence, difficulties in finding peace at home, or unresolved emotional issues stemming from their relationship with their mother. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, emotional well-being is connected to creativity, intellectual pursuits, and relationships with children. The native feels emotionally fulfilled through creative expression and intellectual stimulation. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house allows the native to maintain emotional balance by engaging in activities that stimulate their mind and creativity. If afflicted, the native may experience emotional dissatisfaction, particularly in their creative endeavors or relationships with children, leading to frustration and emotional instability. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house links emotional well-being to health, service, and daily routines. The native finds emotional balance by maintaining good health and serving others. A strong Matrikaraka here suggests that the native feels emotionally stable when they are productive and helpful to others, often finding peace in routine and structure. An afflicted Matrikaraka, however, may lead to emotional stress due to health issues or conflicts in daily life, making it difficult for the native to maintain emotional balance. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, emotional well-being is closely tied to partnerships and intimate relationships. The native finds emotional security through harmonious relationships with their spouse or partner. A strong Matrikaraka here indicates that the native's emotional well-being is well supported by a stable and nurturing partnership. However, if Matrikaraka is afflicted, the native may face emotional instability due to relationship conflicts or dependency on their partner for emotional validation, making it hard to maintain personal emotional balance. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the eighth house connects emotional well-being to deep emotional experiences, transformation, and shared resources. The native's emotional balance is often tested through periods of emotional intensity or significant life changes. A strong Matrikaraka allows the native to navigate emotional upheavals with resilience, finding emotional growth through transformation. If afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional turmoil, fear of loss, or challenges in dealing with shared resources, leading to emotional instability and vulnerability. Matrikaraka in the ninth house. In the ninth house, emotional well-being is linked to spirituality, higher learning, and travel. The native finds emotional fulfillment by exploring spiritual beliefs or engaging in intellectual pursuits. A strong Matrikaraka in this house allows the native to maintain emotional balance by seeking wisdom and understanding through life's experiences. If afflicted, the native may struggle to find emotional security through spiritual or philosophical avenues, leading to emotional confusion or restlessness. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house ties emotional well-being to career, public life, and reputation. The native feels emotionally secure when they achieve recognition and success in their professional life. A well-placed Matrikaraka here ensures that the native maintains emotional stability through their career accomplishments. If afflicted, the native may face emotional struggles due to career-related stress or public scrutiny, making it difficult for them to feel emotionally fulfilled or secure in their public role. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, emotional well-being is connected to social networks, friendships, and aspirations. The native feels emotionally secure when they are surrounded by a supportive social circle and are able to achieve their goals. A strong Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native maintains emotional balance through meaningful friendships and community involvement. If afflicted, the native may experience emotional instability due to conflicts with friends or difficulties in achieving long-term aspirations, leading to feelings of isolation or disappointment. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house ties emotional well-being to solitude, spirituality, and introspection. The native finds emotional peace through isolation, spiritual practices, or retreating from the external world. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house allows the native to maintain emotional balance through introspection and spiritual growth. However, if afflicted, the native may experience emotional struggles related to feelings of abandonment or loneliness, making it difficult to achieve emotional peace and balance. Conclusion. The placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart reveals how maternal influence and life circumstances shape the native's emotional well-being. Whether through family, relationships, career, or spirituality, this placement highlights the sources of emotional strength or vulnerability, helping us understand how the native navigates emotional challenges and maintains stability. Focusing on nurturing and emotional support. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart significantly influences how a person receives and gives emotional care, protection, and nurturing. It reflects how well a person is emotionally supported by maternal figures and how they, in turn, offer nurturing to others. Let's explore how Matrikaraka operates in various houses of the Navamsha chart, focusing specifically on nurturing and emotional support. Matrikaraka in the first house. When Matrikaraka is placed in the first house, the native receives a strong sense of emotional support from maternal figures, which directly influences their self-image and ability to nurture others. This placement creates an individual who is likely to offer nurturing and emotional care to those around them, often projecting maternal qualities themselves. An afflicted Matrikaraka may lead to struggles with self-care or difficulties in offering consistent emotional support to others. Matrikaraka in the second house. In the second house, Matrikaraka governs the nurturing connected to family and resources. The native receives emotional security through the family's financial or material resources, which translates into how they offer support to others. A well-placed Matrikaraka suggests that the native feels emotionally secure when they can provide materially for their loved ones, reflecting a nurturing attitude rooted in stability. An afflicted Matrikaraka might create emotional insecurity, making it difficult for the native to feel fully supported or capable of offering care to others. Matrikaraka in the third house. Matrikaraka in the third house influences how the native nurtures through communication and skill development. The person may express care by teaching, guiding, or mentoring others, particularly in practical or intellectual matters. The native may have been nurtured in this way as a child, leading them to replicate similar patterns in adulthood. If afflicted, there may be challenges in communicating emotional support effectively, causing misunderstandings or emotional distance in relationships. Matrikaraka in the fourth house. This is a powerful placement for Matrikaraka, as it naturally aligns with themes of emotional security, home, and nurturing. The native is deeply nurtured by their home environment and maternal figures, which provides a solid emotional foundation. They, in turn, create a nurturing and protective atmosphere for others, particularly within the family. If Matrikaraka is afflicted, there may be struggles with finding emotional peace or challenges in offering consistent care within the home environment. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, Matrikaraka influences nurturing through creativity, education, and children. The native receives emotional support in their creative pursuits or educational endeavors and offers care through teaching, mentoring, or guiding others. This placement often shows a natural ability to nurture the growth of others, particularly children or younger individuals. If afflicted, the native may face difficulties in nurturing their own creative projects or may struggle to provide adequate support to children or students. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house suggests that nurturing is closely tied to service, duty, and health. The native offers emotional support through practical help, often caring for others in a selfless manner. This placement shows a strong tendency to nurture through acts of service, such as providing assistance in daily tasks or supporting others in times of illness. An afflicted Matrikaraka may indicate challenges in maintaining personal health while trying to care for others, or difficulties in offering consistent help. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, Matrikaraka affects how the native nurtures within partnerships and close relationships. The native seeks emotional support from their partners and, in return, provides care and nurturing within their intimate relationships. This placement often shows a strong desire for mutual emotional support in partnerships. An afflicted Matrikaraka might lead to dependency issues or difficulties in maintaining emotional balance within relationships, making it hard for the native to nurture effectively. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the eighth house connects nurturing to themes of transformation, emotional depth, and shared resources. The native may offer emotional support during times of crisis or transformation, acting as a guiding force for others. They might also receive nurturing in similar circumstances, often from maternal figures. An afflicted Matrikaraka may indicate emotional turmoil or difficulty in managing emotional support during intense life events, leading to instability in nurturing relationships. Matrikaraka in the ninth house. In the ninth house, Matrikaraka relates to nurturing through wisdom, spirituality, and higher learning. The native may feel emotionally supported by spiritual or philosophical teachings, and may offer nurturing to others by guiding them on their spiritual journey or sharing knowledge. This placement suggests a tendency to nurture others through offering advice or guidance based on life experiences or religious beliefs. If afflicted, the native may struggle to connect with others emotionally through these channels, leading to feelings of isolation. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house shows that nurturing is connected to public life, career, and responsibility. The native may feel emotionally supported by recognition and achievements in their career, and they, in turn, nurture others by acting as a mentor or authority figure. The emotional support they offer may come through leadership roles or by creating a supportive environment in the workplace. An afflicted Matrikaraka could indicate challenges in finding emotional fulfillment through career or difficulties in offering care in a professional setting. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, Matrikaraka influences nurturing through social networks, friendships, and community involvement. The native may feel emotionally supported by their social circle and, in return, nurture others within their community or group of friends. This placement often suggests that the native plays a caring role within their social network, offering support and guidance. If afflicted, the native may face difficulties in forming supportive relationships or may struggle to feel nurtured within their social environment. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house suggests that nurturing is connected to isolation, retreat, and spiritual introspection. The native may find emotional support in solitude or spiritual practices, and in turn, offer nurturing by helping others explore their inner world or guiding them through emotional healing. This placement often indicates a need for emotional withdrawal to recharge before offering care to others. An afflicted Matrikaraka may result in feelings of emotional abandonment or difficulty in offering or receiving nurturing support in close relationships. Conclusion: the placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart provides key insights into how an individual experiences and offers emotional support and nurturing throughout life. Whether through family, partnerships, career, or spiritual pursuits, this placement reveals how maternal influence shapes the way the native cares for others and how they receive nurturing energy in return. Significance of Matrikaraka in various houses, focusing on physical and emotional nourishment. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart greatly influences how a person experiences both physical and emotional nourishment. This refers to the support, care and resources the native receives and provides in their life, impacting their sense of security and well-being. Let's explore how Matrikaraka operates in various houses with a focus on physical and emotional nourishment. Matrikaraka in the first house. When Matrikaraka is in the first house, the native's physical and emotional nourishment is closely tied to their sense of self and individuality. The native often feels emotionally supported through their personal strength and independence. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house indicates that the native takes good care of their own physical and emotional needs, feeling well-nourished and supported from within. If afflicted, the native may struggle with self-care or experience a lack of physical or emotional sustenance, making them feel unsupported or neglected. Matrikaraka in the second house. Matrikaraka in the second house connects nourishment to family, resources, and material possessions. The native often feels physically and emotionally supported through family ties, financial security, and the accumulation of resources. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native receives ample nourishment through their family and is able to provide care and stability for others. If afflicted, the native may experience a lack of financial or emotional support, leading to insecurity or difficulties in meeting their physical needs. Matrikaraka in the third house. In the third house, Matrikaraka influences nourishment through communication, learning, and relationships with siblings. The native feels emotionally nourished by engaging in meaningful conversations, learning new skills, and maintaining close relationships with siblings or peers. A well-placed Matrikaraka indicates that the native finds emotional fulfillment and care through intellectual or creative pursuits. If afflicted, the native may struggle to feel emotionally supported by those around them, or they may experience challenges in expressing their needs, leading to a lack of nourishment. Matrikaraka in the fourth house. The fourth house naturally governs home, family, and emotional security, making it a significant placement for Matrikaraka. The native's physical and emotional nourishment comes directly from their home environment and relationship with maternal figures. A strong Matrikaraka in this house ensures that the native feels well nourished and emotionally supported within their family and home. If afflicted, the native may experience emotional deprivation, struggles with family relationships, or difficulties in creating a nurturing home environment. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, Matrikaraka ties nourishment to creativity, intellectual pursuits, and children. The native feels nourished when they can express themselves creatively or engage in intellectual activities that stimulate the mind. They may also find emotional fulfillment through nurturing and caring for children. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native receives emotional nourishment by investing in personal projects or nurturing younger individuals. If afflicted, the native may experience frustration or dissatisfaction in their creative endeavors or in their role as a caregiver. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house connects nourishment to service, health, and routine. The native finds physical and emotional nourishment through maintaining good health and serving others. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house indicates that the native feels nourished by their sense of duty and by helping others in practical ways. They also prioritize their physical health as a source of emotional stability. If afflicted, the native may face health issues or emotional burnout, struggling to maintain a balance between self-care and care for others. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, Matrikaraka influences nourishment through partnerships and intimate relationships. The native receives emotional nourishment from their partner and may also provide nurturing and care in return. A strong Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native feels physically and emotionally fulfilled through a balanced, supportive partnership. If afflicted, the native may struggle to receive adequate emotional support in their relationships, leading to dependency or dissatisfaction in their partnerships. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the 8th house ties nourishment to themes of transformation, shared resources, and emotional depth. The native receives nourishment through deep emotional connections and may also be supported by shared resources such as inheritances or joint finances. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native feels emotionally and physically supported during transformative periods in life. If afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional vulnerability or difficulties in managing shared resources, leading to feelings of deprivation or emotional imbalance. Matrikaraka in the 9th house. In the 9th house, Matrikaraka connects nourishment to spirituality, higher learning, and travel. The native feels emotionally nourished through their spiritual beliefs, intellectual pursuits, or long-distance travel. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house ensures that the native receives nourishment through philosophical or spiritual exploration, which brings emotional fulfillment and a sense of purpose. If afflicted, the native may struggle to find emotional support in their spiritual or intellectual journeys, leading to feelings of isolation or a lack of fulfillment. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house influences nourishment through career, public life, and reputation. The native feels physically and emotionally nourished by their professional achievements and the recognition they receive in public life. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native gains emotional fulfillment and support through their career and public roles. If afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional dissatisfaction in their professional life or may feel unsupported in their public endeavors, leading to a lack of nourishment. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, Matrikaraka ties nourishment to social networks, friendships, and long-term aspirations. The native feels nourished by their social connections and the support they receive from friends or groups. A strong Matrikaraka in this house suggests that the native is emotionally supported by their community and feels fulfilled by working toward their goals. If afflicted, the native may struggle to feel supported by their social circle or may experience difficulties in achieving their aspirations, leading to emotional dissatisfaction. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house connects nourishment to solitude, spiritual practices, and introspection. The native feels nourished by retreating from the external world and engaging in spiritual or introspective practices. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house allows the native to find emotional and physical nourishment through solitude, meditation, or spiritual growth. If afflicted, the native may feel emotionally deprived or isolated, struggling to find nourishment in their external relationships, which may lead to emotional detachment or dissatisfaction. The placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart highlights the native's sources of physical and emotional nourishment through family, relationships, creativity, and spirituality. Significance of Matrikaraka in various houses, focusing on source of peace and connection to home. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart greatly influences a person's connection to their home, emotional peace, and sense of belonging. It reflects how much inner tranquility, comfort, and emotional security the native draws from their home environment, homeland, or maternal figures, as well as how they create or maintain peace in their own life and for others. Let's explore how Matrikaraka operates in various houses with a focus on source of peace and connection to home. Matrika in the 1st house. When Matrikaraka is in the 1st house, the native's sense of peace and connection to home is deeply tied to their identity and self-expression. The person often carries the emotional influence of their mother or home environment wherever they go, finding peace within themselves by staying true to their values. A strong Matrikaraka in this house signifies a well-grounded individual who creates harmony and a sense of belonging in all their interactions. An afflicted Matrikaraka may lead to inner restlessness, making it hard for the native to feel at peace or settled in their home or personal life. Matrikaraka in the 2nd house links peace and emotional security to family, wealth, and possessions. The native may feel most connected to their home when family traditions are upheld and financial stability is ensured. This placement suggests that the native finds peace through material comfort and providing for their loved ones. A strong Matrikaraka ensures emotional contentment in maintaining the family home and resources, while an afflicted one could bring insecurity or tension around family matters, disrupting peace at home. Matrikaraka in the third house. In the third house, Matrikaraka affects the native's peace through communication, siblings, and daily interactions. The native may feel connected to their home by maintaining good communication and relationships with siblings or neighbors. They may also find peace in expressing themselves creatively or through intellectual pursuits. A well-placed Matrikaraka allows the native to create harmony in their immediate environment, while an afflicted one could indicate tension in relationships with siblings or struggles in maintaining peace in daily life. Matrikaraka in the fourth house. The fourth house is naturally aligned with matters of home, emotional security, and peace of mind, making it a significant placement for Matrikaraka. Here, the native's primary source of peace and emotional well-being comes from their home environment and relationship with the mother. A strong Matrikaraka in this house indicates a deep connection to the home and homeland, bringing a profound sense of inner peace. If afflicted, the native may experience emotional instability, difficulties in maintaining peace within the home, or challenges in feeling secure in their place of residence. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, Matrikaraka influences peace through creativity, children, and intellectual pursuits. The native may find emotional fulfillment and tranquility through creative self-expression, intellectual endeavors, or nurturing their children. This placement suggests that the native's connection to home is often linked to their sense of creativity and personal expression. If Matrikaraka is well placed, the native finds peace in engaging in hobbies or activities they enjoy, while an afflicted placement may lead to frustration or a lack of peace in personal creative efforts or relationships with children. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house connects the native's peace to themes of service, health, and daily routines. The native may feel at peace when they are actively helping others or maintaining a structured routine that brings emotional stability. This placement suggests that the native finds solace in being productive and solving problems for others, often viewing service as a way to maintain harmony in their life. An afflicted Matrikaraka here could cause health issues or constant disruptions in daily routines, leading to a lack of inner peace and difficulty creating a stable home environment. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, Matrikaraka influences the native's peace through partnerships and relationships. The native finds emotional security and a sense of home through a balanced, nurturing partnership. Peace in their life often comes from harmonious relationships with their spouse or close partners. A strong Matrikaraka ensures that the native experiences emotional tranquility and fulfillment through their partner. If afflicted, this placement may lead to dependency on the partner for emotional stability or challenges in maintaining peace within intimate relationships. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the eighth house ties peace to themes of transformation, secrets, and shared resources. The native may find emotional security and peace through deep emotional connections or navigating difficult transitions in life. This placement suggests that peace may come from understanding and embracing life's mysteries, as well as managing shared assets with others. If Matrikaraka is afflicted, the native may struggle with emotional turmoil, making it difficult to find peace during periods of upheaval or transformation, or when dealing with shared resources. Matrikaraka in the ninth house. In the ninth house, Matrikaraka connects peace and emotional well-being to spirituality, higher learning, and travel. The native may feel most at peace when exploring spiritual beliefs, learning, or traveling to distant places. This placement often indicates that the native finds a sense of home in philosophical or spiritual pursuits, with peace coming from an expanded worldview. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house signifies peace through a strong connection to belief systems or spiritual mentors. An afflicted placement may cause confusion or restlessness in finding a spiritual home, making it difficult to feel settled. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house influences peace through career and public life. The native's sense of peace and security is closely tied to their professional achievements and public reputation. The native may feel emotionally stable when they are recognized for their contributions in their career, and may also create a supportive and nurturing environment in the workplace. If Matrikaraka is strong, the native maintains inner peace through career success, while an afflicted Matrikaraka may lead to professional struggles, making it difficult to feel secure and peaceful in public life. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, Matrikaraka ties peace to social networks, friendships, and aspirations. The native may find emotional contentment and a sense of belonging within their social circle or community. This placement suggests that the native's sense of peace is linked to achieving their long-term goals and receiving support from friends or social networks. A strong Matrikaraka allows the native to feel connected and secure in social settings, while an afflicted placement may indicate challenges in forming meaningful friendships or attaining peace through social success. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house connects peace to isolation, spirituality, and introspection. The native may find emotional peace and a sense of home in solitude or retreating from the external world. This placement often signifies that the native feels most at peace when engaging in spiritual practices or spending time in quiet reflection. A well-placed Matrikaraka in this house indicates that the native can easily access inner peace through meditation or isolation, while an afflicted placement may lead to feelings of emotional abandonment, making it difficult to find peace in solitude. Conclusion. The placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart highlights the sources of emotional peace, connection to home, and sense of security for the native. Whether through family, career, creativity, or spirituality, this placement reveals how the native finds inner tranquility and builds emotional stability in their life. Understanding this aspect of Matrikaraka provides key insights into how peace and harmony are maintained or disrupted based on maternal influence and life circumstances. Significance of Matrikaraka in various houses, focusing on mother and relationships with women. The placement of Matrikaraka in different houses of the Navamsha chart directly influences the quality of the relationship with the mother, maternal figures, and other women in one's life. It reflects the nurturing, care, and emotional support the native receives and gives in relationships, as well as the maternal influence on their overall emotional development. Here's how Matrikaraka behaves in various houses, focusing specifically on mother and relationships with women. Matrikaraka in the 1st house. When Matrikaraka is placed in the 1st house, the influence of the mother strongly defines the native's personality and self-image. The native may have a very close relationship with the mother, and maternal guidance shapes their identity. Women in the native's life often play a nurturing role, contributing significantly to their self-growth and emotional well-being. If afflicted, there could be issues related to self-worth or challenges in expressing independence from maternal influences. Matrikaraka in the 2nd house. Here, Matrikara highlights the role of the mother in the family's values and resources. The relationship with the mother is deeply tied to family matters, wealth, and emotional security. The native may rely on maternal figures for emotional and financial stability. This placement often suggests a strong sense of attachment to family traditions and a desire to maintain harmony within the family, with women playing a key role in this. Affliction could lead to conflicts or insecurities related to family heritage and resources. Matrikaraka in the 3rd house. Matrikaraka in the 3rd house emphasizes the role of communication and skills passed down from the mother. The native's relationship with their mother is often focused on sharing ideas, learning, and developing practical skills. The presence of women, especially sisters or female siblings, plays a significant role in the native's early life development. Afflictions here may indicate difficulties in communication with the mother or strained relationships with female siblings or peers. Matrikaraka in the 4th house. This is the natural house of the mother, making it a powerful placement for Matrikaraka. The relationship with the mother is central to the native's emotional foundation, and the mother likely provides a strong sense of security and nurturing. Women in the native's life, especially maternal figures, play a crucial role in creating a peaceful and supportive home environment. An afflicted Matrikaraka in this house may lead to emotional instability or challenges in finding comfort and peace in relationships with women. Matrikaraka in the fifth house. In the fifth house, Matrikaraka signifies that the mother's influence is closely linked to the native's creativity, learning, and approach to children. The mother plays a nurturing role in developing the native's intellectual and creative abilities. Relationships with women, particularly in educational or creative settings, are often supportive. Afflicted Matrikaraka in this house could indicate difficulties in relating to women in creative or academic environments, or challenges in nurturing one's own children. Matrikaraka in the sixth house. Matrikaraka in the sixth house suggests that the relationship with the mother involves themes of service, duty, and health. The mother may be seen as someone who sacrifices or works hard for the family, influencing the native to take on similar roles. Relationships with women, especially in daily work environments or in caregiving roles, are influenced by this maternal example. Affliction may lead to health issues stemming from maternal stress or conflicts with women in the native's day-to-day life. Matrikaraka in the seventh house. In the seventh house, Matrikaraka strongly affects partnerships and relationships. The native may seek nurturing, emotionally supportive partners who reflect qualities they associate with their mother. Women play a key role in shaping the native's approach to long-term partnerships, and the relationship with the mother influences how the native relates to their spouse or partner. If afflicted, this placement could result in emotional dependency or difficulties in achieving balance in relationships with women. Matrikaraka in the eighth house. Matrikaraka in the eighth house points to deep emotional connections with the mother, possibly involving secrets, transformation, or shared resources. The relationship with the mother may be intense, with underlying emotional complexities. Women in the native's life often contribute to personal transformation or challenges related to shared resources. An afflicted Matrikaraka may indicate emotional turmoil or difficulties in establishing trust with women, particularly in intimate relationships. Matrikaraka in the ninth house. When placed in the ninth house, Matrikaraka suggests that the mother influences the native's beliefs, spirituality, and higher learning. The native may receive philosophical or spiritual guidance from the mother or maternal figures. Women who embody wisdom or spiritual authority have a strong impact on the native's life path. If afflicted, there may be conflicts with maternal figures over beliefs or challenges in receiving support from women in spiritual or academic pursuits. Matrikaraka in the 10th house. Matrikaraka in the 10th house indicates that the mother has a significant influence on the native's career and public life. The relationship with the mother may shape the native's ambitions and drive to succeed. Women in positions of authority or those who provide mentorship may also play a crucial role in the native's career. An afflicted Matrikaraka here may indicate struggles in achieving recognition or conflicts with women in professional settings. Matrikaraka in the 11th house. In the 11th house, Matrikaraka highlights the role of the mother in shaping the native's aspirations, social connections, and friendships. The native may be drawn to social groups or networks that reflect the nurturing qualities they associate with their mother. Women in social circles or female friends may offer emotional support and help the native achieve their goals. Afflicted Matrikaraka may lead to difficulties in maintaining friendships or achieving aspirations, particularly through connections with women. Matrikaraka in the 12th house. Matrikaraka in the 12th house suggests that the mother's influence may involve themes of isolation, loss, or spiritual retreat. The native may have experienced emotional distance from the mother or a tendency to seek solitude for emotional processing. Relationships with women may be marked by periods of withdrawal or emotional introspection. An afflicted Matrikaraka could lead to feelings of abandonment or challenges in forming deep emotional connections with women. Conclusion. The placement of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart provides valuable insights into the relationship with the mother and other maternal figures, as well as the natives' interactions with women throughout life. Whether supportive or challenging, this placement helps define how maternal energies influence the native's emotional landscape and overall development. Navamsha studies role of Matrikaraka in Vedic astrology. In Vedic astrology, Matrikaraka is a key component of the Charakarakas system, representing the mother and maternal influences in a person's life. Determined by the planet with the fifth highest degree in the birth chart, excluding Rahu and Ketu, Matrikaraka plays an essential role in shaping an individual's emotional and psychological foundations. Let's delve into its significance across different aspects of life. Significance of Matrikaraka. 1. Mother and relationships with women. Matrikaraka signifies the quality of the relationship with the mother and maternal figures in a person's life. The condition of the planet acting as Matrikaraka reveals whether this relationship is nurturing and supportive or emotionally distant and challenging. It also highlights how the native interacts with other women who exhibit maternal or nurturing qualities throughout life. 2. Nurturing and emotional support. As the natural significator of nurturing, Matrikaraka governs how a person both receives and gives emotional care, protection, and support. This extends beyond the biological mother to anyone who assumes a caregiving role. A well-placed Matrikaraka leads to emotional stability, while an afflicted one may cause emotional vulnerabilities or challenges in giving and receiving care. 3. Source of peace and connection to home. Matrikaraka also represents all matters related to the fourth house, such as peace of mind, home, homeland, and the masses. The native's sense of emotional security, connection to their home environment, and overall peace are influenced by the strength and placement of Matrikaraka. A strong placement indicates a peaceful, nurturing home life, while a challenging placement may bring emotional unrest or instability in one's home or motherland. 4. Emotional well-being. The placement and dignity of Matrikaraka are crucial for understanding an individual's emotional foundation and psychological well-being. Since the mother plays an integral role in early life development, Matrikaraka highlights how well a person is emotionally equipped to handle life's challenges. A well-positioned Matrikaraka suggests stability and strong emotional support, while an afflicted one may indicate vulnerabilities or emotional struggles. 5. Physical and emotional nourishment. Just as the moon in astrology reflects nourishment, Matrikaraka shows the kind of care, sustenance, and emotional nourishment a person receives. This includes both physical sustenance, such as food and shelter, and emotional sustenance, like love and support. A well-placed Matrikaraka suggests a life enriched with these resources, while a challenging placement could indicate deprivation in either emotional or physical nourishment. 6. Connection with Motherland. Matrikaraka can also extend its influence to represent one's connection with their homeland, birthplace, or country of origin. It shows how grounded or rooted a person feels in their home environment, whether they derive emotional sustenance from their homeland or if they feel alienated or disconnected from it. A strong Matrikaraka indicates a deep connection with one's place of origin, while a weak one may suggest a sense of detachment or lack of belonging. Conclusion. The position and condition of Matrikaraka in the Navamsha chart provide profound insights into the emotional and nurturing energies shaping a person's life. It is crucial to explore its placement to understand how maternal influence, nurturing experiences, and emotional support guide an individual's emotional well-being and spiritual evolution.